Hello, boys and girls. I hope you all are having a wonderful beginning to your week. On this Monday, we're going to talk about something brand new in FUNdations. So I want you to look at my letters here. And what do you notice about some of my letters? Some of them are in red and some of them are in black. And today we're going to talk about those letters that are in red. These letters here are called vowels, okay? And we use vowels in every word. There is a vowel, okay? Vowels are important. We have to have them to make words. And do you see these black letters? These black letters are called consonants. And we use those to help make words also. But those red letters are called vowels, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. And there's one vowel in particular that we're going to focus on. The letter I, okay? So we're going to go through, and I want to remind you, I think someone has introduced you to our friends Echo, but if they haven't, this is Baby Echo. Isn't he so cute? Baby Echo is going to help us today to repeat. So when I put Baby Echo up in the air like this, that means it's your turn to say what I just said, okay? So I'm going to make the sound, and when I raise him up, I want you to make the sound, okay? So today we're going to be talking about our letter I, and I'm going to introduce it to you on our card. I'm going to say it first, and when I raise Baby Echo up, it's your turn. I, itch, I. Listen again. I, itch, I. It's your turn. You say it. Good job. I, itch, I. This is our vowel I. And if you look over here at my letter poster, you can see I is in this peach colored or salmon colored. It's also that color on my card here. I. We're going to be talking about lowercase I and learning how to write lowercase I. This is what I looks like in some of our books and maybe even on our computer. This is what I looks like. So today we're going to learn how to write the letter I, and we're going to practice its sound. Now, I is special because it's a vowel, and we're going to talk more about that in a little bit. But right now, I want you guys to watch as Miss Shiner writes the letter I. So I'm going to make this so that you guys can see. All right, so I is what we call a plain letter line. We're going to start at plain line. We're going to pull down to grass line. Stop. Pick up your marker, and then we're going to put a dot at the top. I, itch, I. I want you to try now. So you get out your dry erase, or if you have your Skywrite paper, you can put it in your dry erase sleeve and you can practice writing it like me. We're going to start at plain line, pull down to grass line, stop, pick up your marker, and give it a dot. Now, I want to talk about the dot with you. It's really important that when you make your I and you start at plain line, you pull down to grass line and you give it a dot, you give it a dot big enough that we can see. It's really hard to see that dot, right? So Miss Shara just makes a little dot. We don't want to see a huge dot like this. We don't need a huge dot, just a little dot. Just a little dot. Write it one more time with me. Start at plain line, pull down to grass line, stop. Pick up your marker and give it a dot. Now I want to talk about something else that sometimes we see in kindergarten that we have to fix, okay? Whenever we write the letter I and we pull down, we want to make sure that the dot doesn't sit like this. We call this a lollipop. That's not the letter I. We want the letter I. So we have to make sure the dot is above. Do you see how there's space in between my letter I's? When I make the dot in the line, there's some space right here. We need to see that on your letter I as well. So let's practice making a good letter I. We start at plain line, pull down to grass line, Leave a little bit of space. Make it big enough so we can see. Let's say this. I, itch, I. Can you say that? Good job. I have something that I want to show you that's brand new that we haven't used. This is called our vowel extension poster. And our vowel extension poster is this right here. It has our vowels. And do you see these wavy lines? We're going to take when I put my finger up there with baby Echo, when he's up there, you have to hold that sound out all the way until I get to the monkey. So right now, I'm gonna do it. And when baby Echo goes in the air, it's your turn to do it. I, itch. I, itch. I, itch. I want you to do it now. Very good. Very good. I, itch, I. Now we're going to take a look at our donut. So today we have our letter I. Ms. Schneider made a donut. And we're going to see if we can add some things to our donut chart. But since I is a new letter that we haven't learned or talked about, I linked a video that I want you to stop this video, watch the YouTube, and see if you can listen for some words that start with I, the I sound. Ms. Schneider has a book here, and I'm going to show you some of my pictures. And then I want you to listen to that video and see if you can come up with some I words. So we have insect, igloo, iguana, and we have indigo, which is a color. It's like a purplish blue color, okay? Now, I actually makes two sounds, and we'll talk about that later, but we're listening for that sound. So you pause this video, go watch that YouTube that I connected to this, and see if you can think of some words. Did you find any words? If you did, you can add them to your own chart at home. Ms. Schneider's going to draw some words up here. We have igloo. So I'm going to draw a little igloo. And igloos are in cold, cold places because they're made out of snow. So this is my igloo. Okay. And let's write our word igloo. Igloo starts with the sound I, which is the letter I. Igloo. Let's think of another word that starts with I. How about insect? We have an insect. Here's another insect I'm thinking of. Insect starts with an I. Starts with that I sound. Whoops. Insect. Can you think of some other I words? Ms. Schneider has another one. Another word that starts with I is the state we live in, Illinois. Miss Schneider's gonna draw Illinois. Now remember, illustrators, just do your best that you can. This might not be the best. Illinois. Illinois. Now, Illinois is special because it's actually going to get an uppercase I, but it has a special uppercase I because it's a name. Oop. Can you think of any other words that start with I or the I sound? If so, I want you to add them to your chart. All right, kindergartners, have a wonderful day. Let's do our letter I one more time before we leave. I'm gonna say it first, remember? I, itch, I. Listen again. I, itch, I. Your turn. Good job. All right, kindergartners, have a wonderful Monday.